I should have known better, really. Hi there, this is Aldea, and today I'm gonna give you my review of the Poppy Storm palette by Titanium Foxes, which is a French indie brand. Unfortunately, as soon as I bought it, the owner announced, like, I didn't received it yet at the time. It was like shipped but not received yet, and she announced that the Poppy Storm was getting discontinued. So that's my luck. I'm still gonna do my review for those of you who already have it, and if maybe one day she'll come back, I have no idea, but whatever, I have it, I'm gonna review it. So I did 4 looks with it. I will see if I do a 5th one. You're gonna see. But yeah, I did 4 look. This is the 4th one. I am just pausing this video before I'm gonna start it, just to tell you that I had some problems with the videos that I took. Some of them are missing because yeah, I don't know what happened, but my computer didn't work. So I'm really sorry that some footage are missing. I hope you can still enjoy the video. Bye. And I'm gonna just show you these, and I will be right back at the end to give you my full review. Okay, so here we go for the first look with the Poppy Storm. So I'm gonna start with the shade Poppy Stuff, and I take it on a quite fluffy brush, quite big fluffy brush, and I'm gonna put it in my crease. As I don't know the formula of Titanium Foxes, I'm going like very gently. I don't know how pigmented they are, how they blend and everything. So you can see that I'm going with a very light hand. And yeah, it's working very good. It's really easy to blend, as you can see. I'm just gonna take a little bit more for the outer part here, but it's working very perfectly. Then I'm going to pick the shade Poppy Blood, which might be my favorite shade in the palette. My favorite matte, I mean. And I'm gonna put it in the outer part of my lid, and I'm gonna take it a little bit like up. You're gonna see. It's such a beautiful shade. It's such a beautiful shade. um I love it very, very much. And yeah, when I say I want to make it like go up, I mean that I want to do a sort of wing shape with it. And yeah, it's working beautifully. It's blending so well. Yeah, well, you have eyes. You can see how beautiful it looks. um I'm just blending it a little bit into Puppy Stuff, and it works perfectly. It blends so beautifully. It's not patchy at all. It's pigmented. It's, yeah, I have nothing bad to say. It was so easy. I'm just taking it on a like more narrow brush because of the shape that I want to do. The other one was too big. I'm just going a little bit in the um, other brush that I had with Poppy Stuff on it, with no additional product, just to blend. And then I'm taking the shade See You Tomorrow, which is the black one, on a smaller blending brush. This one must be, I think it's the EO5 from Singe Beauty, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Maybe it's the EO2. I'm sorry, I don't know. And as it is a black, I'm very gentle. I'm really going step by step because if I take too much, I don't want it to ruin the look and take over. Um, but as you can see, it's working beautifully. I'm trying to do a sort of wing shape just to like underline what I already did, and yeah, it blends beautifully. It's still pigmented, but not too much. Yeah, it really is a great black. And as per usual, now that I did my other eye, I'm just gonna go a little bit more with this shade, a little bit in another shade, just to blend everything together and to try to make everything um, as symmetrical as I can. And as you know, like eyes are not completely symmetrical, but I'm trying to make it look like they are. So yeah, I'm just going a little bit back and forth, and it's working really well. You can really see how I go from brushes to brushes. And yeah, here is the final blend, I promise. And actually I thought that the blend was so beautiful that I almost didn't want um to put shimmer on it because it was so beautiful like this. But yeah, I was trying the palette. I had to use a shimmer, so you're gonna see a shimmer, don't worry. So I'm putting on my NYX glitter primer, and I'm going into the shade Puppy Love, which is so beautiful. Like, it's a red going to a orange, I would say, and it's very fine, very beautiful on the lid, as all of the shimmers in the palette, let me tell you. um, and most of the time, these kind of shades, like red shimmers, are quite problematic on my hooded lids. But yeah, you're gonna see later how well it stayed. But it's really, really beautiful. It blends beautifully into the mattes. Yeah, I love this. I'm just taking a little bit more of the black, just to be sure that I kept the intensity that I wanted. And yeah, I'm loving this look. So, final touches. And I'm hesitating on which shade I should put in my what in no sorry in my inner corner, because I want the focus to stay on the red. So many options could be really beautiful, but as I want the main focus to be on the red on my lid, I chose the shade Summer Love, which is a matte cream, which is almost the same shade as my skin. And still, I really enjoyed it because I think it actually gave this awake look. Um, like, it's just enough for me. It could not work for other skin tones, but I enjoyed it. And this is the final look. So yeah, we are starting with a look that I really love for this review. So I hope you like it too. Yeah, it's this shimmer is everything. This is how it looks like at noon. So it did crease a tiny bit, but like, it's, in my opinion, it's nothing compared to what red shimmers do. most of the time, and I just tapped it a little bit and it went back to normal. And this is the end of the day. So when I look straight, it looks like it didn't move, but when I close my eyes, you can see it creased a little bit. But I still think that it's really not much compared to what I'm used to with red eyeshadows, um, with red shimmers. I tap it a little bit, as you can see. It doesn't go back to what it was, but it's still okay. And yeah, still when I look straight, it's you can see it's still very beautiful. It's still shiny. I'm still very happy with it. Now for the second look, I'm quite in a rush as as it very often happens. And I'm starting with the shade Water Bomb, which is the blue shade in the palette. And this is going to be my main, the main color of my lid. And I'm gonna repeat myself in this video, but it's pigmented right off the bat. It blends beautifully and easily. It's not patchy. When I blend it, it doesn't remove the color that I already put, and yeah, it really is a pleasure to work with. These mattes are really good, and when I think that this is the first palette of the brand, and they already did that, I can't wait to try more from them, because the matte formula is yeah, it's often not the best when brands start their palettes, but this one being so good is, yeah, it's really impressive. And here you can see how beautiful the blend is, and I only used this shade. I didn't add a black. This is only the shade Water Bomb. It's so beautiful. I'm really, really impressed. It looks like I used several colors, but I swear I didn't. This is only it. So I'm hesitating between the color Welcomed Rain, which is a very beautiful duochrome or multichrome. Sorry, I don't know. Like it's between a sort of blue, you can see here, a light blue, and here a green. Very beautiful. And the shade Heaven Looking, which is a straight up silver, but very reflective as well. And I'm gonna go with the shade Welcomed Rain on my lid, and the shade Heaven Looking on my lower lash line. And yeah, I'm really liking this shade, and I think it pairs very well with the shade Water Bomb. Actually, it makes me want to use it with other shades. I think it would look very beautiful with Puppy Blood as well. So yeah, even with Poppy Loading, I guess it could be nice. Um, so yeah, this is what it looks like. I have to say that this shade Welcome Rain is looks like a different formula from the rest of the shades, because it looks not as fine than the other ones. It looks a tiny bit flaky, but as you can see on the lid, it really doesn't show. It looks just as beautiful as the other ones. And so yeah, I'm putting the shade Heaven Looking on my lower lash line and on the um, like on the upper part of my inner corner, as you can see. I'm just taking then the shade Water Bomb again on my lower lash line, just to connect the lower and upper lash line. So the shade Water Bomb is actually the only matte that I use in this look. And you can see that it looks like this blue looks beautiful with the shade Welcome Rain and with the shade Heaven Looking. Like I'm really enjoying this. Tiny touch-ups before I'm done, just to be symmetrical. At least try to be. Yeah, I'm very impressed with that. And then just for my inner corner, I'm taking the shade Shy Ray of Sunshine, which is I would say a white going into a pastel yellow, like or a cold light gold. I'm not sure how I could call it, like describe it otherwise. um, because it looks like the shade Summer Thunder, but in a shimmer form. That's how I see it. And then I'm taking my Kaleidos eyeliner. All the products that I'm gonna use, I will put in the description box. And this is the final look. And it was so easy to do. I love the way it looks. Like this shimmer is so beautiful. You can see how it looks with the lights. So beautiful. Yeah, I love this. This is what it looks like at noon, and I'm very happy to say that it didn't move, as you can see, and it was the shade that I was the most worried about, but it's beautiful. And I can't show you the way it looked at the end of the day because it's one of the videos that I lost, but it was beautiful. I'm very happy. Then for my third look, this video I lost as well, so I'm so sorry I can't show it to you, but at least I can show you what it looks like. So this is the look. Don't worry, you will see some videos of it in just 1 second. So here it's like noon or something, and it didn't move at all. I don't know what she puts in her shimmers, but I'm so impressed. I love this so much. And this is the end of the day. And yeah. Look at how oily my skin is. And my eyeshadow didn't move one bit. I don't understand actually. This is so impressive. This is the shade Poppy Lava, for information. It's a beautiful multichrome. This is so impressive. Like, you see how oily I am. I was running the whole day at work, and it's, yeah, I'm so happy to have found a formula that looks this good for this long. I'm so impressed. And then for my final look, I wanted to try something with the shades that I haven't used yet, and I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, what's the word for that? Speed up the video. Um, just because I'm really taking my time here. It's like I'm not going to Word after this, so yeah, I don't want I don't want it to be too long for you, um because yeah, I'm just taking my time. I'm doing a shape that I'm not used to, so that's why I'm going a little bit slowly compared to what I usually do. So here I'm using the shade Menace um on my Singe. I think it's the EO1. And yeah, to do the shape that I want to do, I'm trying first here with micellar water, but I realized that it would be easier with an like eyeshadow primer. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm going back with a pencil brush with still the shade Menace. Actually, you know what it's gonna look like at the end because it's the look that I was wearing in the intro. Then I'm gonna go with a small brush with the shade Happy Poppy, and look at the pigment on the brush. This is so impressive for a red, and yeah, you can see how it looks on my lids. It's like that is a red. It is so pigmented and still workable. Like, it's not patchy at all. It's so intense and it stays red. Like, this is a really impressive shade. Then on a pencil brush, I'm taking the black shade See You Tomorrow, and um, I'm working on the junction between the gray and the red because I want it to be like I want it to be more impactful. So yeah, I'm I'm doing it very slowly. Then I'm blending it into the gray because I still don't want it to be harsh on the gray side. Like, I want it to be very precise on the red side, but blended on the gray side. I hope I'm making sense. And so going a little back and forth, adding a little more black, adding a little more gray, and so on and on. And still here I wanted it to be more precise, so I chose to go into my Glisten in collaboration with Lynn's Makeup wet liner palette, and I'm just going into the black just to line the the edges of the red, and you will see that I'm gonna try to still shadow a little bit because then I'm gonna go back with the black in the Poppy Storm palette to blend everything. But like, yeah, here you can see that I took it a little bit uh, in the inner part, and then going back with the black to be very intense on the edges because I don't want you to be able to see where the liner starts and where the eyeshadow starts. And I think it blended really well, and you can't really see. And yeah, I'm really glad of the way it looks. Then I'm coming back in a real speed, just blending a little bit of the shade Menace, and then I'm taking no, not yet, but still blending. But here I'm taking the shade Happy Poppy with the same brush that I used, and putting it in the inner half of my lower lash line and in the inner corner. And as you can see, it's still as intense as it was. I'm still trying to blend it a little bit, but I don't want to lose the intensity of the color. I'm just working on some details. And then I'm choosing the shimmer. So this is the shade Green Perfume that I haven't tried yet. The shade Heaven Looking that I already tried, but on a very small portion. And the shade Shy Ray of Sunshine. And I don't think that any of these options would be wrong. But yeah, you're gonna see, but I'm really glad of the choice that I made. So after putting my NYX glitter primer on, I'm putting the shade Heaven Looking on my upper lid, on all of it actually. I'm just not, well, I'm putting it on the places where I did put the gray eyeshadow, but I'm just not going into the red. I'm trying to blend it on the edges, and it applies beautifully. It's very reflective. And then on a small flat brush, I'm taking the shade Green Perfume, and I'm putting it more precisely on the inner part of my upper lid, and I'm taking it a little bit up with a shape that I often like to do. And I will also be taking it on my lower lash line, on the outer half of my lower lash line. And I think this shade is really beautiful. I'm just taking here a quite small fluffy brush with no product on it, just to blend the shimmer that I just applied, because I don't want it to make a harsh line. I already think that this look could be quite harsh because of the colors that I used and the shape and everything. So yeah, I want it to be sharp at some places, but I don't want it to be sharp everywhere. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how it looks, and I'm gonna give you a small transition, and here is the final look. I changed my necklace because I thought that the other one wasn't quite fitting, and I did this lip combo, and yeah, as per usual, I will link everything in the description box. I really enjoyed this actually. I think that the colors work well together. I think it's fun, and I enjoyed doing this. It's not 100% symmetrical, but still I really had a lot of fun doing this, and I hope you enjoy it. And this is what it looks at the end of the day. Please note that I didn't do this look at 7 a.m. as I usually do, so this is not a full day of wear, but still it holds so well. Like, I'm still very impressed. Hi again. As you can tell, I'm not wearing the same makeup and outfit. It's a different day, but the video that I did for my outro has been lost. Like, yeah, it's part of the problem that I had with some videos, so I'm just doing it again. So I think that with the faces that I did at the end of the day and while I was doing my makeup, you have a kind of idea of what I think about this palette. I'm gonna give you swatches here. Yeah, I'm so very impressed by it. I feel kind of dumb for not trying it earlier because it's a French indie brand. I've been seeing it for quite some time, and I just should have known that it would be great because of all of the other creators that used it and loved it. What's done is done, whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you some little close-ups just to show you some of the textures, so you can see how fine, like how fine the shimmers are. Like, you can see all of them. You can see this one, how fine it is and how multichrome it is. And this one is the only one that's a little bit different. It's a little bit, like the particle size is a little bit bigger, but like it's not big, and I was afraid of this one, and it stayed all day, like no problem, as you could see. So yeah, I'm so very impressed by the shimmers, because like sometimes when a shimmer stays put for a long time, it also means that it's not as impactful. These are impactful and these stay a long time. Everything is great about them. I love the versatility of this palette because as you could see, all of my looks were quite different in my opinion. You can go monochromatic, you can mix everything up, you can go like, it's a more grungy palette in my opinion, but I could do something very neutral by just using these. And I could maybe do, yeah, something quite pastel-y with this one. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that, but I think I can, like, maybe just with this one, this, just using the lighter ones. This is so well made because I need my palettes to be versatile. This one is very versatile in my opinion. The mattes work really well, they're pigmented, they are very blendable. I had no issues whatsoever. I think the only shade that I didn't use is this one. And yeah, I'm quite speechless because I have nothing but, I have no notes, nothing bad to say about this. It's just great, and I'm so sorry that I'm giving you my review once it's been discontinued. Maybe it will be back in the future, but still I stand by what I'm saying here. If this is their first palette, I'm so excited to try some of their newest palette. I'm quite interested in the Grackle Chat and the Jace Joy. The Grackle Chat is out of stock at the moment. It will only be back winter from next year, so winter 2025 to 2026. So yeah, I'm not gonna wait that long to buy another palette from them, so I will probably pick up Jace Joy, but I'm still gonna wait a little bit just to see if there are some Halloween launches or like fall launches, because they tend to be my favorite tones of the year. So yeah, I hope my review was entertaining. If it wasn't that useful, as you can't buy the palette, let me know if you have this one. What do you think about it? Do you have other palettes from the brand? Is it the same formula as this one, or is it different? Let me know, because I would really love to know, and if nobody tells me, I'm gonna find out by myself. If you liked this video, please give it a little thumb up, maybe even subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye!